All right, y'all. Well, we are live on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua. I do pray everybody is super blessed on this beautiful Sunday. And man, you know, guys, I haven't really been on the charts since Thursday. And so I just wanted to come do some TA, take a look at Bitcoin. It is a new month for Bitcoin. And historically speaking, April is a bullish month. And May, historically speaking, well, sell in May and walk away. What does the month of April hold for us? We're going to be kind of looking at that today, guys. Make sure to like the stream as typically. If we can get 1,000 likes during the stream, we will be giving away some Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody right now in the chat. Shout out to 10 Pence. Says black swans are literally unpredictable. Trying to incorporate unpredictable events into your trading might not be a great idea. Just use proper risk management. Hey, can't hate on the good RM. The risk management, that's the way to go, in my opinion. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the house. Shout out to Divine Hood. What is going on? Are we laggy? People say there's a little lag. We got a little lag going on? A little lag? Dang. What is going on with my mountain internet, guys? We got a little lag going on? Alright, let's see. Let's see if this can pick up. Alright, so we've got a little lag up in the house. Slight lag. Let's try and refresh this and see if we can get a little bit better. Sometimes the mountain internet, guys, the mountain internet, I'm telling you, we don't have Starlink. We do not. It's a brand new month for Bitcoin, guys. Excited for this month. Shout out to Joshua. Shout out to Mersucio. Shout out to Crypto Incognito and William Hole. What is going on? My internet connection is dumping. All right, we got some lag in here. We got a little lag. I'm going to be testing this out on the phone, guys. Hold tight. I'm just going to pull this up on my own phone to see if I've got lag. All right, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. All right, well, let's get into this, guys. It is a new month for Bitcoin. We've got the monthly close, and one thing I do want to point out here is that we have had a very strong monthly close for Bitcoin. Now, this orange line on the chart here, this is the 202-day moving average, okay? The 202-day moving average, historically speaking, when we get the close above the level, that is a very, very bullish thing for Bitcoin on the macro, right? On the macro. Now, I do have to say, it's important that we separate the macro from the micro, if you know what I'm saying, because people get wrapped around the axle, because one day I might make a macro TA video saying I'm bullish. The next day, I'm looking at a 24-minute time frame saying I'm in a short. People are like, what the heck is wrong with you, Jason? What the heck, man? You're long and you're short? Of course, I'm always long and I'm always short, guys. I'm always long and I'm always short, always, right? I mean, check it out. I mean, literally right now, as you can see, I'm in a long trade and a short trade at the same time. And not only that, I'm in other long trades as well over on ByBit, right? I'm in multiple trades at all times. We got to be able to trade whatever's coming out our way, right? But when we look at this this monthly close, very, very strong. Not only have we closed above the moving average, guys, but we are bouncing from the 786 Fibonacci on a very high time frame. And when we take a look at the ByBit chart here, and we go to the weekly time frame, something that really stands out to me about this monthly close, guys, is the fact that we have closed very much so above all these value areas that we could be looking at right, to determine does the price of Bitcoin want to see higher prices, okay? Now, look at this right here, okay? In 5 hours, we get the weekly close. We've already had the monthly close. In 5 hours, we get the weekly close. And I would say that this, objectively speaking to me, looks like a bullish chart. Even if we get a pullback, I still think this looks like a bullish chart right here. The weekly time frame, momentum getting higher, money flow. Who knows? Are we going to get a money flow crossing over on the next weekly close? Maybe. Maybe. It's a little bit hard to say. All right. So I'm going to go to the monthly time frame right now, and I'm just gonna do some TA here and see, like, what am I looking at as far as what I'm looking to do for the week, right? So what's very interesting is on Coinbase, this is actually the third blue monthly candle in a row. Look at Coinbase. ByBit doesn't have this, but on Coinbase, we've got this big bullish engulfing candle right here, bullish doji, and then another bullish candle. Currently, we've got the little doji. When we go to ByBit, however, we can see a little bit different here. On ByBit, we got a purple doji. So I don't know how much credence I would give to this level here, but I would say that this 23,134, that's still a level we should keep on our radar, right, as a monthly area of support and resistance right there. And if we turn on a whole bunch of levels here that we would have on our monthly time frame, well, we can see that, you know, as far as the monthly time frame goes, right, as far as the monthly time frame goes, we don't really have much resistance above us right now until we get to that $45,000 level on the monthly, right? I'm just sticking only to the monthly chart. And what we're looking at right here, all these purple lines, these are basically all the places in the past where the monthly candles have given us either an order block or have just formed some kind of a sticking point where the two candle bodies open and close right next to each other. That's an area of liquidity where we can look for support and resistance. And so we have a very, very important zone of support below us at about 16.5. And then we have a very important area of resistance above us at about $45,000. Very, very interesting. So these are going to be very, very strong levels of support and resistance. And I can't help but notice on the monthly time frame, right? Look at this, right? Just no real resistance along the way up. And when we go to the Coinbase chart, once again, I just want to point out something that I found very interesting, which is, you know, on the way down, we never really had more than 3 in a row purple candles, right? 3 in a row purple candles, those were pretty much the biggest span of purple that we had on the monthly. Right now on the monthly, you know, we've got 3 blues in a row. So this is very, very interesting. Are we going to see something similar to what we saw in 2019, where all of a sudden we got 3, 4, 5 months in a row of blue? Very curious to see kind of how this plays out. Now, May of 2019, April and May of 2019, right around the same time in the cycle where we are right now, right? April, May, very bullish candles. You know, just looking at this, thinking to myself, there's definitely room for more upside on this monthly chart here. Let's go to the weekly chart and just kind of take a look and see what areas of support and resistance do we have do we need to be aware of, right? Now, depending on where this monthly candle closes, if this weekly candle is going to close blue today, right? If this weekly candle is going to close blue, then we would have a new level of weekly support that will come in right around here at about 27,984, right? So if the candle closes purple, then we wouldn't really have that level, right? We wouldn't really have that level. But if it closes blue and we start a new weekly candle, we would have a very interesting area of support right around 27,984. Something to be aware of. Other than that, on the weekly time frame, we don't really have a lot of support, right? Or we have very, very important resistance just above us, 29,873, but we don't have a lot of support. So, you know, for me, this support resistance flip right here at like 25.3K, that's going to be super, super important, guys. If we start to lose that, I'm definitely expecting probably more downside to come either to this weekly or, even to this yearly open down here. But because this is such a bullish chart, I'm actually not really expecting that, right? It doesn't mean it can't happen. It just means I'm not really expecting that. I'm actually leaning a bit more bullish than I am bearish right now, okay? Let's check out the daily time frame quickly and see what we got going on the daily time frame. Do we have anything juicy to be looking at here? Let's check it out. Not really, y'all. We don't really have anything too juicy on this daily time frame. Let's put on some levels, some daily levels here. Bam. All right. So we do have from coming back to March 28th, there is a level of daily support right here. You can see that the candles, they found a sticking point right here. The two candle bodies closed together, right, like this. Now that's going to be a level of support, 27,115. Going to go ahead and put that in a folder. And yeah, I mean, really, the way I'm kind of looking at this is, let's put on these weeklies right here. Boom. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So right here, guys, in the local range, right? This is the bull flag that we've been forming here for quite some time, right? This is a bull flag we've been forming for quite some time. I would say, obviously, to the upside, we got important resistance right up here at about 29,873. Now, to the downside, if we close this candle blue, right? If we close the candle blue this week, we have two important areas of support along the way down. And I would say that this orange level, 27K, is actually going to be a pretty important level. All right, let's check out now some volume profile charts to see if we have any new monthly points of control to be aware of. Now, this is very interesting. Last month, the month of February, this is now March, and wait a second, we're officially in April, right? Is it April yet? Yeah, it's April, man. So what the heck is up with this? Hang on. Hang on one second. What the heck? Well, something's up with this chart here, guys, because we are in the month of April. Yeah, something's not right with this, man. Well, that's kind of a bummer. What the heck? That's a little bit strange. Let me see if I can't refresh this somehow. Because right now this is not showing me up-to-date information. Alright, that's strange. So we are not getting up-to-date information on this chart. That's okay. That's okay. No, you know what? This is up to date. This is up to date. This is up to date. This is up to date, guys. I'm flopping and groping right here. I'm flopping and groping. This is up to date. Okay. Cool. So, right here. 22,300. 22,300. Wow. 22,300. Can you believe that, guys? Can you believe that? 22,300 is the highest volume node of all of March. 22,300. Wow. Can you believe that? Let's put that line on our chart here. 22,300. Oh, man. All right, so 22,300, guys, that is going to be an important zone of support. 22,300 is a naked monthly point of control. What does that mean? That means that throughout the entire month of March, more Bitcoin was bought and sold at 22,300 than any other price, which is pretty crazy because, you know, when we're looking at the month of March, we had all this time spent up here, but most of the volume occurred in this area. You know, right before we had this big dump that kind of let us down. This was when the Silicon Valley Bank went under. So that's super interesting, man. That's super dang interesting. All right. So that's very important to know that we have a very high volume node for the month of March, right around 22,300. Okay. All right, that's good to know because that's going to be an important zone if we start to head down from here. That's going to be a pretty important zone. All right, let's check out to see if we have any other important zones of support. I mean, yeah, we still got the same thing pretty much. Yeah, same thing. All right. So yeah, these are going to be, guys, the important zones of support and resistance to the upside and to the downside. I mean, obviously, we've got the 30K, very important zone. We've got multiple confluences up here. On the way down, you know, we've got these important levels here. I would say that we could get a significant bounce from. But the one thing I do really want to point out before we continue is the fact that, you know, when we take a look at the weekly time frame, to me, the make it or break it level is going to be right about here. Okay, right about here. And the reason why this is going to be the make it or break it level is because this is a clear support resistance flip going all the way back to May 2022, right? So all these fancy tools and levels aside, we don't need any of that just to look at the chart and say, all right, it's abundantly obvious that if the Bitcoin price is going to start to do this, all right, and come down and lose this level, that we could see a big move to the downside, guys. We could see a big move to the downside, and this would wreck so many people, including myself. I mean, it wouldn't wreck those of us who, you know, take profit, stop loss to entry. It would wreck, I don't know. I don't know who gets wrecked on a move like this. I don't know. But it would take a lot of people by surprise, including myself. But we have to understand, look, if we're going to come back down below this range, you know, then it just makes sense that we come back down to test some of these levels. Now, we will cross that bridge when we get there. But, you know, even though we have levels along the way down, like this, like all, you know, we just marked out some key levels that we have along the way down here. It's like, look, if we're going to lose the 24K is like the line in the sand for me. If we're going to lose 24K, that is not looking too dang bullish, right? 24K, that's now starting to be like, whoa, like we're losing key support, right? So, all right. Let's see what else we got going on here. That, you know, that 25222 level, super important. Yeah. We're gonna remove some of this other stuff here. Yeah, we got some Casper crew levels. We got some rectangles. Yeah, we're gonna keep all that stuff off the chart for now. Let's go down to our 4-hour time frame. Let's kind of assess what's going on right now. Okay, I would say that we've got ranges within ranges to trade here, right? We've got ranges within ranges. I would say that right now this is going to be an important chunk of price action to analyze right here. Okay, this is going to be a very important chunk of price action to analyze. We have been trading in what a lot of people have been classifying as an ascending, broadening wedge, right? Where the Bitcoin price is kind of doing something like this. The reason why this is so important to me is because if we just take a look at all the volume that traded right here, right? This is where we're starting to like break out of this old range, right? And then within this, I would also be very interested in all the volume that has traded up here the past few weeks, right? So I'm looking at this as a mini range that we're trading up here. And then I'm looking at this as the larger range that we are trading down here. With that, the low of this range, I mean, really, I would like not to see this center point lost here, right? That's kind of what I would like not to see. All right, so let's put on some of our other levels now. Let's put on these. Let's put on this. Let's put on the month. Oh, man. All right, let's check out one more thing here. Let's go to a time price opportunity chart and see if we got anything interesting around these parts. Nope, nothing too interesting. Nothing too interesting here. We've got the daily time and volume point of control up here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Okay, cool. So, you know what? This is going to be a very, very interesting week for Bitcoin, guys. It's going to be a super interesting week for Bitcoin. And locally, we are simply trading in a sideways range, with the low and the high of the range being very much so respected, right? Being very much so respected. In fact, we gave the levels and the setups in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from the low and from the high of this range. We gave the low 26,600. We gave the high 28,853 for a CDW. That is why I'm currently in both of those positions right now. And until we lose this range to the upside or to the downside, we need not get overly bearish or bullish, in my opinion. And I honestly am leaning a little bit bullish. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm leaning a little bit bullish. And the reason why is because I just feel that what we've seen so far has not been it's not been a significant pullback considering the bearishness of the 4-hour time frame here, right? Considering the bearishness of the 4-hour time frame, where we have had multiple drive of the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern, right? We've seen the money flow and the momentum waves getting lower as the price is getting higher, just like Sam Bankman-Fried's chesticle mammary glands here. We have not seen what you would expect to see after such a bearish divergence, especially after getting a CDW of the high, right? We have put in a low, we put in a lower high, we have yet to even put in a lower low here. So, you know, of course it's the weekend, and yes, we did this on a Wednesday, but, you know, it's been a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's almost been 5 days since we put in this high. We haven't really had any kind of significant follow-through here. And with all of these highs, guys, I mean, we've been seeing these bearish dips forming the entire way. They haven't really led to much downside. So what I'm thinking is, because I've noticed a lot of people are expecting the pullback, I think we're going to get a little bit more upside than most people are expecting. I think we're gonna wreck people that keep trying to short this. All right, so that's kind of where my mind is at with this. Yeah, let's do some other analysis here. Let's pull some fibs from the low to the high. Gonna pull some fibs from the low to the high. So we know that we got a bounce from our Fibonacci golden pocket, right? Got a bounce from the Fibonacci golden pocket. This was the level that we were waiting for on, well, I guess on Thursday's stream we were waiting for this level. That's actually how I got into this long right here from 27.5, because we came down and bounced from that Fibonacci golden pocket. So we already tapped that golden pocket. I would say that if we're going to come down again here, the next major zone of support that we would have within this sideways range is going to be right here, between 27K to like 27.3, because that's basically the low of this range, right? When we're looking at the volume here, we would expect that if we come back down to the low of the range right around this area of confluence, that this is where we would look for a bounce. This is where we would look to get another move to the upside right from there. Shout out to Sulta for the super chat. Can we look at Cocos short and long term? Sure, man. We could look at Cocos. Let me make a note of that. Let me make a note of Cocos. I gotta get a pen here. Yeah, we can take a look at Cocos, my man. Absolutely. All right, now let's take a look at the fibs to the upside here. We did get a rejection from the 786 fib on Friday. So yeah, we've hit, I would say, you know, the major retracement from this high. We've put in a low. We put in a lower high. This is like the make it or break it right down here for me of this range. I would really like to see a bounce from this range. If we see a bounce from down here, that would be really, really nice. That would be really bullish in my opinion, because that would be bullish market structure very locally. We got a CDW from the low of the range. We got a CDW from the high of the range, right? That's what Bitcoin loves to do, right? It likes to establish a high and establish a low. Basically, wreck everybody who longed, take out the stops. Wreck everybody who shorted, take out the stops, and then continue in the range. And so locally now, if we're going to continue with a bullish structure, I would like to see this $27,000 level hold as support, because that would be a higher low, and it would also just be down to the bottom of the range, right? The actual bottom of the range, where we should always be looking for longs. To the upside, obviously, this is going to be a massive level of resistance here. And, you know, I know that technically 28 to 30K is resistance, but in my mind, this is the real resistance up here, right? Like $30,000, that is a real resistance, because $30,000, guys, this is the weekly order block up here. So I would love to do something like this, come down, come up, and then get a move to the downside from here. This is like my ideal kind of, I guess I should say, plan for the week, honestly. Get a move down to the low of the range, to that $27,000 level, and then get a bounce. You know, who knows how long this will take? Maybe a few days. Come up to here, get some kind of a rejection, and then, in my opinion, I honestly think we'll probably come higher than this level. I think we're going to come higher than this level. I think that a lot of people are expecting a massive rejection from this exact level, but I'm thinking I think we're going to come up a little bit above that level and reject from somewhere that a lot of people are not really aware of, right? So I've got some ideas for that, but this is just like locally what I see here. Now, if we're gonna get a move to the downside, it's very important for me that we don't lose this, right? So if we start to dump and we start to lose the range, then I'm looking down at this area right here for a juicy potential swing long, right? From like 24.4 to 25.2. And there's just so many reasons, and we know all the reasons, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is the 200-week moving average, guys, and also this is not only the 200-week moving average, but if we put on the 202-day moving average, the 202-day moving average, which is the orange line right here, look at that, right? This 202-day moving average, again, this is that massive level that for the past, you know, pretty much every single cycle, we could take this back to 2015. In fact, let's just go to the Bitcoin all-time index, Bitcoin all-time index right here, and we will go to the monthly and just look at how important this level is here, right? This is crazy, right? Every single time we confirm the candle above this level here, it's off to the horse races, right? I mean, ever since we were able to confirm a candle above it. So we got one back in 2012, boom. We got one back in 2015, boom. Beginning of the run, right? We got one back here in that's crazy. Yeah, we got one right here in 2019, boom. And now again, official. Just got the close, guys, above the level. So the retest of this clearly is a very important level of dynamic support and resistance, right? And not only is it the trend line, but again, it's the May low, it's the August high, it's the February high. This is a very key level. So I would be looking at this as a massive breakout and then retest of not only the range and the trend line. I'm sorry, not the trend line, the range and the moving average, but also a retest of the inverted head and shoulders. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people scoff at invert head and shoulders, right? Got a lot of scoffers in here, right? We do have a lot of scoffers. You know, they think the bear market's going to continue forever, you know? You know, since the fathers have fallen asleep, the bear market has continued like it has since the beginning of creation. That's what the scoffers say. But, guys, I feel that there's something new coming. And this would be a very, very juicy breakout and confirmed retest, right? So there's a lot of confluence here. So going back to our actual chart where, you know, we're looking at these big patterns which are very hard to conceptualize on a local time frame, but this is now putting it into a local context, right? We're now putting this massive inverted head and shoulders into a local context of saying, look, not only is this the inverted head and shoulders, not only is this a massive range support resistance flip across an entire year, But it's also a daily order block. It's also a naked daily point of control. And it's also the value area high of an old range. So very, very key support down here. And if lost, I would be looking for a move to the downside. I say these are the 3 most important levels that we have for Bitcoin in the coming week. Right here. We've got the 30K level. We've got the 27K level. And then we've got the 24. It's like 24.5 to around 25.2K, right? It's a general zone. Now, if we're going to get a big pullback here, as we may, because the 4-hour time frame is absolutely showing us we could get a pullback, right? We've seen the upside down Sam Bankman bearish man boo pattern many times in the past few months, right? Price is getting higher, man boob's getting lower. Well, what happens? It has led to pullbacks, right? Pullback numero uno, pullback numero dos, and both times we had this very bearish looking market Cipher B on the 4-hour momentum, money flow getting lower. We've got that once again. And so where would my target be of a pullback? It would be right down to this low. That's where I would want to see price hold, right? And how would we know that we're going to hold? Well, we'd look for bullish divergences, right? Just like we look for bearish divergences to get into short trades, right? Like the short trade that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we were looking for bearish divergences as we came up to the box for a CDW. Well, we look for the opposite when we're looking for longs, right? We're looking for longs. We look for bullish divergences, and I would like to see the bullish div at least on the 1-hour time frame, guys. At least 4-hour time frame, super juicy. But if we start to lose this, right? Let's say we lose it, right? Oh no, like the whole week we're super bearish, right? Monday, Tuesday, and then like around Wednesday, boom, we come into our box and we're doing something crazy like this. You know, we're just getting crazy like momentum divergences here. Mark Cipher B is starting to get lower and lower, but then all of a sudden we start to see it tick to the upside like this, right? That's how we know that we're probably going to get a bounce, especially if the money flow is also lining up bullish, right? Especially if the money flow is also lining up bullish. So we will have to wait and see, guys. We will have to wait and see. That's going to be a key level. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew community, where we give the levels and setups in advance, we gave the long from here. We gave the short from here. We gave the long from here. Where else do we had some pretty juicy trades in this whole thing. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, guys, to take advantage of 0% limit fees on ByBit, check the link in the description. It's a good deal. Trading on ByBit with 0% limit fees. Also, you deposit $100, you get a month free of the Crypto Fusion trading bot. And the Crypto Fusion trading bot is a good deal, guys. Whoa, that's not what I want. This is what I want right here. Check out jasoncaspertrading.com for more information on the bot. Click the trading bot link. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one session with a pro trader, you can do so here. And we've got the 2 courses, guys. We've got the first course and the second course right here. This one, the blueprint on basically how to become a profitable trader, and this one is dealing with footprint charts, market profile, and TPO. Check it out if you're interested, y'all. All right, let's pop into the chat here and see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Cozy Babe. All right, we're gonna take a look at Coco's for the super chat. AZTV says, too many 16-year-old TikToker financial advisors calling for sub K, maybe 15 was enough. I wanted 13 to 14, but maybe front run. Yeah, you know, like, look, I'm a believer right now that 15.5, I'm a believer that the bottom of the market cycle is in, okay? Is the bottom Bitcoin price in? I can't say. You know, we could put in a double bottom. We saw that we've seen that in past bear markets, putting in the double bottom. We've seen it. So we can't say that the bottom is in, right? We have to take it level to level, right? What's price going to do? It depends. We can't know for certain. But we have to have a plan. We have to have a plan for regardless of what happens. That's why we come to the chart every single day and we mark out these levels and we say, look, if price comes up and we see Sam Bankman-Fried hanging upside down, well, great. We get to take a short trade. Or if price dumps, but then we see our good friend, the waitress at the diner, chilling out and she's smoking a cigarette, but her butt cheeks are looking kind of bullish. Well, we take a long. It doesn't matter what price does. That's what's so great about not having a strict bias, right? Like, I'm bullish. I'm unabashedly bullish right now. I think Bitcoin's going to go higher. But does that mean I'm not going to short if I see a good short setup? Of course it doesn't. Of course I'm going to take a short. Of course. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is it allows me to, yes, I have my bias, but it allows me to operate outside of my bias, right? Because I'm looking for objectively good trade setups. And that's what we all need to be doing, because it's great to have a bias. I have a bias, and my bias is going to affect my overall profitability here, because obviously I'm holding on to swing longs from much, much lower, and I haven't taken them out. I haven't closed them because I think we're going to go higher. But because we're being objective, I can still open up short trades, take a profit on the short, and hold the short after a TP1 in case of massive dumpage. And then I'm a little bit hedged, right? And I can still make profits along the way. So, but yeah, we might have, I think I had lower targets as well. We may have been front run. The way things are going right now, I'm pretty dang bullish on Bitcoin, right? I think we're going to see what happens in May, right? When the Fed announces their next interest rate decision, are they going to pause? Because if they're going to pause, I think that right now, clearly the technicals are pointing to more upside in the higher term timeframes. If the Fed is going to pause, I think that's pretty bullish for Bitcoin, right? And it's so funny because a few weeks ago, people were saying, "Oh, there's no way the Fed is going to stop raising rates. There's no way. Inflation's just too high. It's just too high. They're never gonna pivot. Not this year. Maybe in 2024 we might see them stop raising rates at least, you know." But man, I'm telling you guys, the Fed only is a one-trick pony. The only thing they can do is print. That's all they can do. And inflation is an incurable disease. In a fractional reserve system, inflation is an incurable disease because the money's not backed by anything, right? It's not backed by anything. You can't just double the money supply in 2 years and then think you can fix inflation. Inflation is never going to be fixed. Remember when your parents were kids and they used to tell you stories about going down to the old corner store and they'd go down there with 50 cents. They'd be able to buy everything for 50 cents, like coffee, butter, eggs, milk, and candy for 50 cents. I know I'm exaggerating. My point is, inflation has never gotten better. It's only gotten worse. Right? It's it's gotten better, relatively speaking, maybe relatively speaking, but that's all. You know what I'm saying? People think the hair looks fresh. Thanks, guys. I just cut it this morning. Just take a little. You could see it's not a professional cut, guys. It's a little bit messed up, but from far away, no one could tell, man, and that's all that counts. People aren't inspecting your hair. You know what I'm saying? Diarrhea Clown gets paid every day and immediately puts it all into crypto. What a name, bro. Diarrhea Clown. I also am stacking my crypto every single day. I am stacking my crypto every single day. When is the Big Mac giveaway? Soon, guys. And me and Carl from the Moon, we definitely do have a movie coming out. It's called Jay and Carl Go to McDonald's.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Sorry about the volume on that one. Did that just blow everyone's ears out? Oh man. Still doing my own hair. Yeah, I still do my own hair, man. I'll always do my own hair, right? I'll never go to a barber. Huh? Look at this. It's interesting, guys. This shirt is messing with the green screen a little bit. I mean, my office, right? Because I don't use a green screen, of course. All right, let's check out some coins here. Check out some coins here. We're looking at Cocos, guys. We're looking at Cocos. Let's check out Cocos. Never heard of it. Let's check out Cocos for the super chat. All right, maybe we'll even leverage trades. Let's scalp Cocos here. All right, so Cocos, man, on the monthly. We just got a new monthly open, which means we have a new monthly zone of resistance. Right up here at about $2.12. Then we got some monthly support way down yonder. Down yander, I mean. Got some monthly support down yander. I got me a poke of Cocos. Right? We'll go to the weekly time frame here. Let's see what we got. Wow, okay, so we've got we had a zone. Wow, so this was already hit. It's already hit this week, but yeah, that's okay. So we don't have anything too good on the weekly, guys. I would say that this is going to be a key level right here. It's going to be a key level. Key. All right, let's pull some fibs here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh man. Okay, so I say that this this $1.06 is a key level. Okay, it's a key level right there for certain. And this is going to be a level as well on a higher term time frame. And let's go ahead and pull the volume on this little range that we got rolling on here. Wow. Wow, wait a second. Wait a second. Let's not put that big candle in here. Let's not put that big candle in here. Okay, yeah, so we've got some pretty clearly defined levels of support and resistance, guys. We've got the high volume node and this weekly order block right here at around 66 cents. We've got the monthly and the value area low down here at around 43 cents. Those are going to be the best places to look for, I would say, swing trades, longs at least. But then this key level, this green line, is going to be a very important support resistance split, because we could drag this thing all the way back to here and see that, wow, this was perfect resistance twice. It was support twice, and then it was resistance again back all the way to August 2021. So I would be looking at this for a potential bounce. I would be looking at $1.0561 for a potential bounce. I don't know anything about cocos. I do say that I like cocoa, like cacao, raw cacao beans, and cacao nibs. I like chocolate. I like dark chocolate. But I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what it does. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it's going. All right, so we got a slight hidden bullish div on the daily here. Definitely no regular divergences on the 4 hour. Man, see, I don't like what I'm seeing here, because there's nothing that jumps out and makes me just feel like there's nothing that's giving me any kind of bodily reaction that I would want to see, that I would want to have if I was getting really stoked on a level. Increased heart rate, pupil dilation, you know, those kinds of things that happen when you see a really juicy level. Honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you, right now it's looking a little bit juicier for me to want to short this thing, because we have a high volume node, value area high, golden pocket confluence up here. And if we come up there, we might get a bearish divergence on the daily. You know, I'm actually kind of like feeling a short a little bit more than a long right now. I don't like the way the 4 hour market cipher B looks. Oh man, I don't really know what to say about cocos. I'm sorry, I don't really know what to say about this. We've clearly got a breakdown here. of this. I don't like it. I'll tell you why I don't really like this, because we've got our low and then we've got our high. We've got our higher low, which is kind of looking good, but now we're getting rejected from this point of control. So I would want to wait for lower, honestly, before getting into a long. I would want to wait for $1. You know, I want to wait for $1. And then for short, I would be interested in honestly, this golden pocket looks very juicy at around $2.39. I don't really know anything about this coin though. Let's go down to the 1 minute, okay? Let's go down to the 1 minute and see what we got going on. Okay, so we got a bullish divergence on the 1 minute right now. We've got multiple drive of bullish div on the 1 minute down here. Let's go to the 6 minute. All right, looks like the 6 minute is getting ready to turn around at some point soon, you know? Looks like the 6 minute is getting ready to turn around at some point soon. 12 minute giving us some bullish div, money flow coming out. I don't know. This isn't really an asset I would look to trade anytime soon, to be honest with you. So, shout out to Market Sucker. He says, best wishes to the Casper crew. Shout out to the Casper crew. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Cacao coffee. Gotta try cacao coffee, says Stacy. Yeah, you know, that sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Do I like white chocolate? You know, back in school, they used to call me white chocolate. Coco is coconut in Spanish? Okay. Okay. Didn't know that. Yo no hablo mucho español. Solo un poquito. Whoa. Giving hand signals over here. See who else we got in the chat here. Harmony. Is that ONE? Alright, let's check out the S&P. Let's check out the ES right now. People say S&P is going crazy right now. Let's check it out. Let's check out the ES. Wow. Yeah, the ES is going pretty crazy right now. Would you look at that, man? That is interesting. Something else we do have to keep in mind for Bitcoin, guys, is the fact that we do have a CME gap above us. Right? We have a CME gap above us right now. That will be coming in at approximately 28,733. So, you know, if we get a big old dumperoni coming on down here, we've got the CME gap to be filled. Back up at the high of the range. That's just something to keep in mind. How's Cacao doing? Cacao is doing pretty. It's getting a little bounce on those lower term time frames, guys. Ethereum Classic is going to break out of a wedge. Shout out to Jason Castro. Shout out to Crypto Carnage. How to convert your crypto to fiat on a daily basis. Oh, I don't convert my crypto to fiat on a daily basis. I stack my crypto in cold storage on a daily basis. MC Cryptor is 100x short. I did not hear about the SCC and their huge holdings of Dogecoin. That's interesting. Alright, let's check out Cardano. Cardano. ADA. My favorite coin, ADA, aka Cardano. Let's check out Cardano here. We're on a very high time frame with Cardano. So we're gonna have to clear this. We were just looking at Cardano recently. Cocos for a scalp long. Alright, we'll scalp long Cocos. Let's do it. What the heck, man? Let's long Cocos. Can I trade it on Yeah, I can. Alright, we'll long Cocos, man. I'm gonna long it for your sake. What the heck? Alright, I just longed Cocos, man. Shout out for the trade signal in the chat. Let's see here. All right, just long Cocos. There's a bunch of shorts opening right now. Is that good for the bulls? I don't know. We could check out Bitcoin. All right, we got a scalp long going on Cocos, guys. We got a bullish div here on the low time frames. This is something we already known about. All right. I don't know exactly like how much I even have here on Cocos. I tried to enter a bigger position, but it said something about leverage. Maybe I'm using too high leverage. I don't know. It's only 20x. Let's move this stuff out of the way here. Yeah, let's check out those What did I just do? Alright, I'm getting wrecked over here, guys. I'm getting a little bit wrecked, but we'll keep this position open. Alright, looks like I only have $76 on the trade. So, that's okay. We'll risk liquidation for this. And, alright, let's take a look at what's happening on the Bitcoin. Okay, so one thing, guys, I do have to say about Bitcoin is we have been forming some pretty bullish CVD here, okay? We have been forming some pretty bullish CVD here on the way down, right? We've got higher low coming in right now. I mean, if this higher low holds, this is technically a bullish CVD. Divergence, this is the 15-minute time frame. This is going since the 31st of March, which was Friday. So since Friday, we've had a lot of shorts opening up here. And we've actually had price unable to make a lower low. So let's see what happens with this bullish CVD divergence. And let's get in real local, because I know our good friend was saying we had a lot of shorts opening up right now. This to me looks like a lot of longs are actually opening up right now. I guess in this candle right here we had some short. We did have some shorts opening up in this 1 minute candle right here. We had some shorts open up here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening locally here. Is interesting. We have a big increase of open interest here. We had a really big long open up right here. That long is trapped. Now we have a really big short opening up right here. I don't know. I don't know what's going to become of this, guys. Let's go over to EXO and see what's happening on EXO. Let's go to our good old 5-minute time frame, one of our best friends. Yeah, here's our big long. Here's our big short. Let's go to a trend reversal chart and see what we got going on. I mean, you could say that very locally you've got some bullish absorption happening right here, in the sense that you've got shorts opening. I mean, it's just not very much volume, but you do have shorts opening here, and price isn't getting any lower. But yeah, nothing to write home about. Let's check out our good old scalp long over here on MEXC. By the way, guys, MEXC, I do have 0% limit fees also on MEXC. Uh-oh. We're getting a little drop to the downside here, guys, on MEXC on our Cocos long. Should I try and scale in? Should I try and add to my position, guys? What do you think? We're gonna bounce from the local golden pocket. I know that I was late on my entry because I'm using YouTube chat trade signals here. You know what? This actually would have been the scalp long trade down here when we pierced the Bollinger Band with the bullish divergence. Maybe I'll start to scalp live just a whole bunch of altcoins on these live streams now. That's probably what we'll do. That sounds like fun. But this was definitely, you know, when did I actually enter long on Coco? Probably literally right here in the middle of nowhere. Oh man, wow, what a great trade. What an amazing, oh my goodness. I should have went all in on, wow. Oh man, we're pumping, going straight to the moon. Would you look at that 1 minute candle? Wow. Absolutely beautiful right now. We are pumping like crazy. Cocos is out of this world, man. Cocos is getting a little locos up in here. Man, this is crazy. Talk about Sunday volatility, guys. It doesn't take much to move the market, if you know what I'm saying. Right? Let's see if we can't, oof. Little wick, no big deal. Just a slight retracement. Just a slight retracement here. Still up about $5. I wish I had put more on the trade, honestly. I was trying to put more on the trade, but it wouldn't let me. It said I could only put a certain amount. Let's pop into the chat over here. What's going on? Alright, Random Toots was right. Wow, look at Coco's go, man. This is crazy. Alright, I'm never going to doubt the chat again. I'm never going to doubt the chat again, guys. What just happened? Cocos is pumping, man. We got chat signals going on. And, let's put a stop loss in here. Let's see. Where do we want this stop loss? We want it at, we want it below the low down here. So we will put it at, wait. Okay, we'll put it at $1.48. Uh-oh. All right. What the heck? Guys, I don't know like how to trade Cocos, I'll be honest with you, because these things are not working out so great. Okay, cool. Here we go, man. Cocos for the juicy scalp. I should have closed it at the top of the Bollinger Band. But so look, the scalp already played out, right? It's my own dang fault for not taking profit while in profit. But look, where's my take profit going to be on this thing? Let's see. We'll take profit at the 618, all right? We'll take profit at the 618. That's a bad RR right there. Let's see. Let's shoot for at least a 3-to-1. We'll shoot for at least a 3-to-1. We'll shoot for these highs. We'll TP at $1.51. There we go, baby. 3-to-1 RR. Scalp long on Cocos. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. All right. All right, Random Toots, he's already out of the trade. All right, you know, making a bad move over here. Yeah, shout out to Siggy, making trades based on random YouTube comments. I know. Ah, man. All right. That's okay, guys. Let me just double check on my loss here. All right, $6 loss. That's okay. Shout out to Solta. Maybe I should join Solta's Discord channel. Hey, man, I'm down to join your Discord channel, bro. If you give me fire signals like this, 1 minute massive pumps, I'm down, bro. I'm down to pump the 1 minute massive. I'm pretty much exclusively a Bitcoin trader. I don't really touch these types of altcoins. Shout out to Memory Man. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Whoa. All right, guys. What is a scalp? A scalp is a very quick trade in and out, right? So this trade right here was a scalp trade. Well, should have been, right? If you had longed right here and taken profit at the upper Bollinger Band, that's a beautiful scalp trade, right? What Jason Casper's doing now is just being stupid, all right? He's shooting for a 3-to-1 with a horrible entry, with a stop loss below the low. This is not the way a scalp should be taken, guys. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I'm more of a Bitcoin trader myself. That's how I roll. I roll the corn. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a good one, guys. I'm going to head out, getting stoked on the week ahead. May you all be very blessed. May you have a blessed coming week. May the Lord bless you. May he protect you. May he shine light upon you. May he have grace upon you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you wholeness. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.